Okay, so before we even touch what this video is about, can we address my hair? Okay, so I am doing the whole curly girl method, and I decided to do a huge chop. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but like this side is curlier than this side, and it's driving me crazy. I'm like, oh. So I'm like, okay, let's do it. Don't shave your hair. That's where I am right now. And the thing is, what really like annoys me is that like I have bangs, and I love my bangs. I like the way it frames my face, but the problem is like it's so hot that the bangs just make me really hot, and I get sweaty. So I put this band, and I just feel like I'm back in the 80s, or like those people who would do the bands in the 80s, and I'm like, what is this? Like, it makes me think of the Goonies. Whoever watched the Goonies, yo, shout out for the Goonies. I fucking love that movie. Good enough for you is good enough. For me is good enough. Good enough for me. I know, guys. I should go to like American Idol. Don't hate on me. Anyways, moving on. Okay, so the whole point of this video is because my most favorite hobby is to paint. I like really got into it in high school. Like I would doodle, like mostly doodle, and I didn't even think I had like a passion for it until I got to high school. And I would go to like, not the library, but I would go and look up for books, and I took a class in high school, and whatever. It just became a huge passion for me. And I mean, I'm okay. I mean, my mother is fantastic. She's really good. And I like landscapes because for me they're easier. I can draw okay. I can paint better. And I have some paintings when I went to college. Now, I first went to Fordham University, and that was more for, why is this bouncing? Anyways, I went to Fordham University for 2 years, and it was business, and I was like, oh, God, why am I here? And then I decided to leave, and then I went to BMCC, which is Borough of Community Theater, whatever. I don't know that school, but community theater, community, whatever. It's a college in downtown, in Manhattan. Anyways, there I really focus on art, and this is one of the things I painted when I was there. And there were different projects. This one was, you grab anything, it's a landscape in DR that I found, and the project was basically you couldn't use brushes, so I had to use one of those like knives or whatever, and the whole thing had to be done, it's textured, the whole thing had to be done with no paint. So this whole thing, for me, the hardest part was this part, where it had to be super straight, and this was really fun. I really learned a lot when I was there. I was there for 2 years and got my degree, and it was really fun. One of the other things I did, which I feel was also really hard, the professor that he really helped me, was this one, which I thought I did a pretty good job. Mind you, at this point I'm like 20, I don't know, like, that's a lie, I'm like 20 years old or so, and these are like the first real art classes I was taking in school, and I didn't really pursue it afterwards, but this became like a real hobby for me, and I really enjoyed it. And there were kids in my class who were just fucking amazing. They did amazing things. I'm like, I mean, I really wanted to pursue it. I could have. I just did it. One of my favorite was Bob Ross one. Now this was fun. This I really enjoyed. I got mad props for this one. If you guys can see this one. Let's do this. I mean, camera. that one I really enjoyed doing. And then I thought, I mean, also more practice, the better I got. And they're so big. Okay, so that, oh no, there's one more I want to show you guys. This one took me about 3 days to finish, and it is a Spanish kitchen that I saw like from the 1930s in Spain. And that one I really, also it looks like this part all looks like it's at least simple, but just to make it look like it's a real kitchen, it was also really proud of myself when I finished that one. Of course I got an E, but these are things that I was really proud of myself for doing. What happened was, we all know the story with me and my aphasia and my stroke. And what people don't talk about when people have aphasia is that you don't just lose language. I lost the ability to talk, write, everything. And I'm telling you, I lost so much more. I could not paint, I could not color, I couldn't, like, I'm gonna give you guys an example. Give me a minute. Okay, I'm back. So, alright, so when I was in Burke, what they would ask us would be questions like, can you draw a circle, draw a circle, and can you write time, like a clock? And I would be like, sure, okay. And the only way for me to do that was to actually copy a clock in front of me, because remembering the time and the 12, 1, 2, I couldn't, in my mind, I couldn't register that. So I had to copy the clock, and this is what the outcome would be. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I couldn't write it, and the thing is, this whole space right here, I couldn't do it. And anyone who has aphasia, in the beginning, this is the outcome, this is what would happen. And at time, in my mind, I'm thinking, if I can't even write my name properly, I can't even write numbers or draw or kind of whatever, how in the hell am I gonna paint? How in the hell am I gonna draw anything? It's gonna look like shit. And the idea was just, it was like, no, well, I guess I'm not gonna do it. And reading was such a problem for me, like, to depress me enough. Having lost something that for me was just natural for me, it was just so easy for me. It was something that you have to learn how to read, you have to learn how to, like math and science. Drawing and painting for me was natural, and to have lost something that was part of me, I couldn't even talk about that. I could easily talk to my sisters about how sad I couldn't read. That was easy for me to say, yeah, that depresses me. I did not even talk about what not being able to paint made me feel like, because that was too much for me. So after a long time, my mom was like, hey, do you want to paint? I'll give you some paints and some canvases. I'm like, no, I'm good. I don't need that. I'm good. And they're like, oh, you sure? No, I'm fine. And deep down, I'm dying because I'm like, there's no way I'm never gonna be able to paint again. It's just impossible. And it wasn't until secondly, last year, 1919. What am I talking? 1919? What the fuck am I talking about? 2019. That I decided, you know what? I think I can. I felt like, you know what? I'll try, and I did. I started, and they weren't the best, but I felt like, you know what? If you don't try, what's the point? You know, like I felt like there's no point in not trying. And the thing is, it's not just like this is randomly try. We went to one of those places, those paint bars where you can drink and then you paint. We went to a couple of those, and those made me really nervous. I'm like, oh my god, okay, but there are people who never painted and they did okay. So I'm like, I can go and I should be able to do it. Why is this bouncing? Fuck. Sorry. And I did pretty well. I did pretty well. So I'm like, okay, I can really paint. And even if it comes out like shit, at least I can say, I tried. Okay, so here's the first painting I did on my own, just on images, and then I tweaked it for my own pleasure, and this is the first one I got. Let me fix this. Okay, so this is it, and it's cute. It's very similar to the kind of images they give you at those paint bars, so I felt very comfortable with something like this. It was really easy, and there wasn't much science to this one. So this was it. Again, cute, easy to do. Anyone could copy this one, but I felt more comfortable with that. The next one, I waited a pretty long while to do the next one, and my mom, so cute, she goes and says, I'm gonna give you homework. I'm gonna give you a whole bunch of different ones, and you need to paint them for me. So I have a bunch of those small ones I've done, but I don't know what they are. Whatever. Then she gave me real homework, and she made me do Starry Night, and I'm like, oh mom, please, Starry Night, that must be super easy. No, this was not easy at all. Like, let me give you a little example of why this shit was not easy. Okay, this part, just this part here, to get that kind of flowy, I don't even know what the fuck that's supposed to, what's that supposed to be? I don't know what that's supposed to be. Is that supposed to be the moon or like clouds? Because I guess you can see the clouds at nighttime, right? If there's enough moonlight. Oh no, that's the moon. I mean, that's the sun. Right. Okay. So yeah, it's daytime technically because that's the sun, and these are clouds. Well, then the clouds are supposed to be moving. The hardest part for me when I did this was when you really look at the painting and you're looking at it, there is no solid point there's never a solid point of focus, so you can just solidly paint that, and that's that. The only easy point to paint is this part right here. This was the only easy part that was like, oh thank God, finally, and it was this part here. What you do here is you make little blocks and you follow the image, and then you paint it and follow the colors as close as possible to match the actual image. That was the easiest part for me. The rest, holy shit, that was so fucking hard. Like following the colors to match the actual image. Like this part goes lighter, this goes darker, but then even like the yellows in here, you have to change it. Some are lighter, some are darker, and even the yellows and the oranges, they vary. Then the moving parts, like that has to match the different blues, and it was so difficult. And then the whole part where the parts where everything kind of flows, you kind of have to match that flowy look. That was hard as fuck. I'm like, damn mom. So again, I was like, yeah, I got this, until I started, and I really looked at the image. I'm like, it took me 3 days to finish that damn thing. So after I finished that, I did another one for my own self, which I have it in my dining room, which I didn't frame it. It's just laying on my dining room because I really enjoyed it. It's more of like a gothic type of image that I like these kinds of things, and this is another painting that I kind of tweaked it for myself, and I really enjoyed this one. This one also took me a long time to finish because this part took a long time. This, thank God, is like very dark, so black little raven, and even this part took some time to have that like look real, but this didn't take me too long. But just to have the whole background look the way that it took me some time, but the proportions took me a long time for this too. Is this the best version of this? No. This took forever, but again, I'm gonna be honest, like between this one and Starry Night, I feel like I'm doing a better job now than when I was in school for it. And I compare the paintings from before to these, and I think these look better. And I'm not sure how that works, since after my aphasia, I feel like these just look better. I'm doing more work and I focus a lot harder, but they just come up better for me, and I think they look better now too. So I'm not sure what's happening. And then the last painting I have that has not been finished, and my sister's gonna kill me because I was supposed to do it for her birthday, and let's be honest, I've said it before, I don't do portraits because I'm not good with proportions, and this is before my aphasia, before anything. I'm not good with proportions. My mother is fucking fantastic with them. There are people who are just really good with angling people and know, oh yeah, this is here, here, here. I'm not good with it. I do landscapes like no motherfucker, but I can't, I'm just not good with them. I don't do faces either because the proportions, I'm not great with them. With landscapes, I just feel like you look at the mirror, you can just tweak it and it comes out great. For me, it's just so much easier. And again, I can make it look amazing. But I'm just not, I'm horrible. But my sister really wanted like a gypsy, and I was just like, ugh. So I'm like, okay, I'll try. I will try. And here is an unfinished, not really gypsy, but it's like an image I got. It had someone, like when you finish it, it might have a gypsy kind of look, but here is what I have. Here's the face I have for someone who does not do faces at all, okay? This part is also supposed to be kind of like, this is completely unfinished. But here's her face. I'm gonna put it up close so you guys get a better image of it. As you can see, this part, I had to finish it because this part goes actually lower down here, so this is going to be covered also, because you never, in the image, you don't see her eye. If I do it up here, you should see part of her eye, but in the image, this is all covered by what's supposed to be like this head, whatever, I guess, because the gypsy has, I don't know what's supposed to be, but when you look at the image, you kind of get it. All I know is this is what I have so far. I kind of surprised myself that I was able to do the nose the way I did, and I got the shadowing here done already, and it makes more sense if you saw the image. But this is what I have so far. It's like I said, completely undone, and I will finish this. I need to finish it soon, before Katie murders me. But what I'll do is, like, next time I do a video, I will mention the unfinished painting, and I will even put, like, insert the finished product at the end, so you guys can see what it looks like if you guys are interested in that. But yeah, I think the point of this video kind of should show you where I've been and what my hobbies are, and also how difficult, no, that's a lie, not difficult, just what I've been doing after my aphasia. Because if anything, to be honest, I almost feel like after my aphasia, my paintings have gotten better. Especially, I think this last unfinished one with the face, like, I don't do faces, and I think after my aphasia, the fact that I even looks remotely okay surprises me. So thank you guys for watching, and thank you for watching till the end. So please like and subscribe, and I'll watch you guys. Why would I watch you? No, watch me, and see you guys later. Bye.